Hey everybody, it's Robert Hudgens here, and I really do appreciate you all being here. We got a big group and more coming on, and I'm super excited about tonight's call. And no, I'm not Melissa Hudgens. She'll be joining us here in just a few minutes. But if you could do me a favor, actually she's right there. I see her in my Brady Bunch window. But speaking of the Brady Bunch window, if you could do me a big favor, up in the top right-hand corner of your screen, there's a that's kind of what I'll call your dashboard. There is there's a thing that says speaker view. You're going to have the opportunity to either just look at the big screen with all these little squares where people are going to distract you, and you'll be watching somebody pick their nose or drive a tractor or, I don't know, whatever you decide to do when you're on camera, or knit and crochet. Anyway, that being said, go ahead and hit speaker view, and you can give your full and undivided attention to whichever speaker is on at the time. And we have some really great speakers tonight. But before we get started, I just wanted to just share a few things, and then we will get on to the meat of the matter. First and foremost, I'm glad you're here because I know you're interested and you're anxious to find out how you can take advantage of our new program coming out, Core to Force. Don't worry, you're going to hear exactly how you can launch that new program. But also, what's also great about this is we have some special guests on the call that are actually in the test group. So you're going to get to hear from them. Now, here's the deal. Here's what I really want you to do. Tonight is a note-taking night. There should be several times that if Melissa and I are on speaker view and we can, y'all, the viewer, we can see all of y'all, we should see the top of your heads because you're taking notes. That's the kind of night it is tonight. Also, what I want you to do is I want you to take notes from the speakers, from the guests speakers and these folks in these test groups, because what you're going to need to know, one of the most important things that you will find out, or that you should already know in this business, is that facts tell, but stories sell. And what I mean by that is you need to know these stories intimately because you haven't had the opportunity to experience Core to Force yet. These people have. You're going to be able to hear from them, hear about what the program was like, what their experiences were, what their fears were, what they liked about it, what maybe the eating plan is like, as well as pounds and inches lost in a number of days and things like that. And you can use those and share those with people whom you want to share this information with, and use it for your launch. You know, that's where the rubber meets the road, is you're going to be able to use it for your launch. Also, one other thing that I wanted to share with you before we get started as well is, you know what, Melissa and I were just talking about this the other day, and I don't know how many of you use Beachbody On Demand, okay? If you use it on a regular basis, or you've used it when you've gone to travel somewhere, or you've used it at all, you see that it's an extremely useful tool. It's something that's really cool that Beachbody has come out with. One of the great things about it is, you know, especially if you're doing a lot of traveling like Melissa and I do, and we go up to our ranch, which is about an hour, 15 minutes north of us. And when we get out there, we don't take our DVD players, we don't take our DVDs, we don't do anything like that. But what we do have is we do have our phones. And we can actually do our workouts from our phones. And if we don't have cell service because it's in the boonies, we can actually save particular workouts to our phones and work out to them at that time. Now, the Beachbody On Demand is an amazing tool, but you're like going, Robert, what about with Beachbody On Demand? I'm not selling programs, and so therefore I'm not getting the volume, or my team is not getting the volume. Guys, there's a great way that you can actually use Beachbody On Demand to further your sales. And one of the cool things about it is it's the residual income that comes in with it. Think of it this way. Somebody doesn't want to get started with a challenge pack. They see the whole, you know, one-time thing and recurring Shakeology order come in, and that scares the bejeebus out of them. I know I get that all the time, okay? So one of the things that you can do is say, hey, totally understand. I tell you what, we have this thing called Beachbody On Demand, and for me, it's a no-brainer. You are basically getting thousands of workouts. You are getting 6 months worth of workouts or whatever you want to do in one place on here. And you can access it anywhere that you have access to cellular or Wi-Fi. and you can actually save workouts to your phone, and you can do it that way. And then what you can do is you can have them, instead of signing up and paying $40 every quarter, you can have them buy 6 months for $50 or a year for $99. And to me, I mean, that's a no-brainer. If I can get a year of all those workouts and everything that comes along with the club for $99, it's a no-brainer. And let me tell you, if you haven't turned around and called into Coach Relations yet and made that switch to where you're only paying $99, so basically $25 a quarter instead of the $40 a quarter that it typically is, you need to do that as well. And you know, it just makes sense. But anyway, Beachbody On Demand is a way to make sure that you are taking care of your customers, because what we need to do is get back to the basics of taking care of our customers first, making sure that they are reaching their goals instead of worrying about selling a challenge pack, getting a Success Club point or 2 points or whatever it might be, but helping them achieve their goals and leading healthy, more fulfilled lives. And if you do that, if you go and work with them with that in mind, they will be a customer for life. So think about that. Think about that. Give them that opportunity. Give them that extra value add for you being their coach, and it's going to go a long way with them. So that's just one little tidbit that I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, Melissa and I have been talking a bit about that here lately. Before we get started, I want to make a quick introduction, and I want to see, I can't see them on my screen. Melissa is telling me that they are on. Okay, Melissa will unmute them, but I wanted to introduce our first guests. And while I'm doing that, let me see if I can pull up their pictures here real quick. And you know what? I don't think I can. Darn it, it's just not going to work with me on my laptop. But anyway, let me introduce this couple to you. This couple, first of all, they're hilarious and a very valuable part of the Elite Stronghold and to Team Beachbody in particular. They are such just so fun to be around, but also they have a heart for helping people. And what's cool is they get to do it as a couple. Both of them are bought into this hook, line, and sinker and have really done a lot to not only build their business, but help others do the same. But take the business out of it. They're helping people. I see them right here, babe. I see them. Yeah, I'll unmute them. Oh, I don't want to unmute them just yet because you know what? You know, they'll start to interrupt me, and it's just – anyway, I see them down there. That's why I can say this. But they're phenomenal. They truly come at this business from a pure heart of seeing how many people they can help to change their lives. And they had this opportunity to become part of this amazing test group for Coeur d'Alene. And what's even cooler about it is they're able to do it as a couple. And I mean, while they're talking, I don't know if I can show pictures, their before and after pictures. I'm going to try to figure it out as they're talking. But in the meantime, let me introduce you some folks who have become very good friends of ours. Let me introduce you to Clarence and Mandy Dorsey. Guys, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
how's it going?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Good. Excellent. Doing good.
Y'all look awesome there. Well, please share with us and share with this group first of all, tell us how you got introduced to Coeur d'Alene, but what your experience has been thus far, what some of your, as I said earlier, what some of the things that you were scared about getting into it, but some of the things that you have found have been the most useful in giving you the results. And as you're talking, I might try to screen share real quick and show them your before and after pictures.
Yeah, okay? Sure. So when we went to Summit and they did the video, Clarence looked over at me. He's like, "Oh my God, that's our program!" Like he was.
No, better yet, I shook her like this.
He's like, "We're gonna do that one. I can't wait for that to come out." So we were really excited when we got the email about being selected. We had no idea, and the fact that Clarence was selected, for us to do it together, we were really excited. I was kind of at a place where I was not dialed into my nutrition. I had kind of hit my goal weight and kind of stayed within that 5 pound, 7 pound range, kind of comfortable thing where I wasn't really pushing myself. And so I was excited to really dial in and just see, what we could do. I have a 18-year-old that is a freshman in college and also 11-year-old twin girls. And so after I had my twins, my stomach stretch marks and the loose skin. I've had several tummy tuck consultations, and just, it's an area of concern for women. So I just never thought that I would ever be able to get muscle tone there or really do any improvement in that area. So, core to force, I was like, yes, core work. Clarence, what were your concerns when you?
Me personally, I was getting to a point where you could see what looked like a face through my t-shirt. You know what I'm talking about. It looked like a face from, up here, down here. It looks like it was smiling. It wasn't pretty. So once I saw this program at Summit, I was like, we have got to do this. This, I think, is right up my alley. I've been raised on lifting weights all my life, all through high school and everything. And I think that this program, which deals with just body weight, I think it's on a totally different level. And I think that's what helps out the most. It focuses on your core and it touches every single part of your body, not just your core. So that's the cool part about it. And I'm extremely happy with it. I love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, if you could, would you mind sharing I know you're not supposed to divulge too much information, and I totally get that. We won't pressure you too much into doing that, maybe. But share with us as far as what are like a day in the life besides the working out, and you can you share with us as far as how long the workouts might be, but then also share with us the nutrition plan and how that factors into it all, and maybe a little bit about what it's about without divulging too much information.
Yeah, for sure. So it uses the container system, just like the 21-day fix. There is some new twists with the program where you get to eat more than what you would on the 21-day fix. It's kind of staggered. So the first week you start out one way, and then you get to add in some things the second week, the third week, and then it brings you back down to the your original first week plan. So it kind of, as the workouts get a little harder, you kind of get to make up for that, and you get some extra things, which you're really excited about.
Very excited. I'm telling you, a tear fell one time.
They're needed. But for everyone that's done 21-day fix, it's super similar, super easy. The first week I kind of felt like a new challenger at first, kind of overwhelmed because it had been a while since we actually sat down and wrote out, our meal plans. And I was like, oh my God. And I said, don't worry, it's going to get better. The first week is always the hardest when you dive in. And it, now we use the tracker app to keep our container counts and all of that good stuff. I did want to share, I know a lot of people were talking about the similarities with Combat, and a lot of people have asked, why is this different than Combat? Couldn't I just do Combat? And I just want to say it is completely different. I feel like the MMA Speed sneak preview workout that we got is very similar to Combat, but don't let that fool you, because there are so many more pieces to this program. A lot of floor work, a lot of core work. Every move, whether it's MMA and you're doing the boxing and the kicking, or if you're on the floor doing planks or push-ups, every move has something that is focused around your core. Right. So you're always getting some type of, an oblique check, or you're bringing your knee up. And so it's just hitting your body at every angle. Muscles are popping, and it's just awesome. It's 3 minute rounds. I think the longer workouts, it's 12 rounds. I love the 3 minute rounds because you get the bell when it starts, you get the bell when it ends. So it's like you go all out for 3 minutes. You have these spikes that spike your heart rate. So it really, blasts the fat. I love the fact that Joel and Jericho are super supportive in this program. And no one take this personally, but I'm very honest and real with things. But some of these workouts, I have to mute the trainers sometimes because they can be kind of annoying, or, sometimes it's like after you do a few rounds, you just want to zone them out. But they make you laugh. Joel is cracking jokes. Jericho's very girl power, quit modifying. If you've modified the whole time, get on your toes, they push you to do your very best in every workout.
Awesome.
Sorry.
No, I said awesome.
Oh. I also feel like this program is good for any fitness level. We have people in the test group that are 250 plus pounds. We have a coach that has fibromyalgia. We have a coach that has had 2 or 3 shoulder surgeries. We have knee injuries. Yeah. Clarence has had surgery on his knee. There is a modifier, Jessica, who's awesome. Mm-hmm. She's actually getting killer results too, and shares like her progress throughout the program. And she modifies the whole time. So you can really get out of it what you put into it. So you can push yourself as hard as you want to, or, you know, the whole first round, I pretty much modified the entire thing. And I still got great results. I think it was 13.4 pounds and 11.5 inches.
Wow.
And I have to say that, you know, starting out, I was in that comfortable weight zone for me because I'm a tall girl. I'm like 5'8". So, you know, to date, I've lost almost 20 pounds, I think, and we're on day 56.
Yeah, 56.
So not even done with day 60. We haven't done day 60 measurements yet. Clarence is down.
Well, 30 days, it was 12 pounds for me.
Yes.
Very happy about that.
I think he's close to 20
yeah,
now.
I'm almost to 20 pounds now.
Yeah.
But I mean, there came to a point where I was getting a little too small.
He was.
You know, I started getting scared. I'm like, I'm going to blow away with a strong gust of wind. It's going to be over for me. I need to maintain my weight or something like that. So
I told Lindsay with corporate, I said, Clarence is going to be on the infomercial and saying, Clarence Dorsey lost 130 pounds in 90 days at Quarter Force because the weight is just dropping.
Yeah, it drops. It drops.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, guys, first and foremost, and not to say that you ever looked bad before, but you guys look amazing right there. And I can just tell you guys look just happy. You're fit. I mean, your shoulders are ridiculous, Mandy, and and I won't get too man crushy on Clarence there, but
we can say that for the trip, Robert.
Yeah. But hey, guys, I really do appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for representing and you know, keeping it real. And I can't wait to see you guys' final results and see your pictures up all over the place. All right.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, God bless, guys. We'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Take care, guys.
So, guys, I mean, as you can see, I mean, this is a real program producing real results for real people. And these are people that are on your team that are doing it. And that's what's really cool is a lot of times we'll see, hey, this person was in the test group, or this person was like in P90X back when they came, you know, said person with the test group, yada, yada, yada. You didn't really know those people from Adam. But these are folks that you're going to see at Summit, you're going to see in different places, and they're getting these real results. And it's just awesome to see the level of confidence that they have now, and just you see it in their face. You can just see the way they radiate and how they're just gushing over the program and how proud they are to be part of it. And I want to introduce, before we bring Melissa on here in just a little bit, I want to introduce one more person to you, and I am trying to locate him here. But wanted to introduce to you guys a guy who has been part of the Team Beachbody family for a very long time, someone whom I've become very close with, and he's a great friend. But what I love about him as well is that he's been through it all. I mean, he was on the first trip with us to Hawaii many moons ago, it seems like. He's been through a lot of the different workout programs, and he got the opportunity to be part of the Quarter Force test group. And I want him to share with you, not just like Mandy and Clarence, what his experiences are with it, but guys, he's been through a lot of rodeo. So how it compares with some of the other workout programs that he's worked with, and how he feels that it's going to be able to affect his business, because he's a very successful coach already, and very successful coach in helping a lot of people. So I want him to share with you how he might be able, or how you guys might be able to really to get out there and talk to all about this. So Jay, buddy, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Jay, a little bit. You're just kind of a little bit quiet, but that's all right. You may have to speak up.
Maybe I'll just have to get it closer and speak up. That way you can see up my nose, right?
There you go, man. You might want to take care of that, but go ahead.
I hear you. You know, I can sit here and I can tell you everything that I've done, but I would almost rather put Clarence and Mandy back on here because they've been so much fun in the test group. I just remember Clarence when we had our first call, and Clarence was getting on there going, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And then on day 2, I'll just go ahead and tell on Clarence. He took a picture of himself. He was sitting in the corner, and he had his thumb in his mouth, and he took a selfie doing that because day 2 was just it was pretty tough for a lot of us who weren't expecting that to come. It was kind of like if you've ever done P90X and you see yoga coming and you're going, oh, yeah, baby, yoga. It's going to be a fun, stretching, nice, relaxing day. And then all of a sudden you get hit with the 2x4. And I tell people it's kind of like that. But then the more you do it, actually yoga, I used to hate Thursdays, but then yoga became one of my favorites. And it's the same way with this. I remember Clarence after about the first 3 or 4 weeks going, man, it's mine now. I've got this thing whipped. But and I remember the post where Clarence said he was dropping a lot of weight. So I'll just tell you guys real quick. I'm 51 years old. I am the heaviest and the oldest guy in the group. I'm 51, and I started at I don't even want to tell you this, 284.6. And Robert, you just flashed off my screen. Are you still there, buddy?
I'm still here. You flashed off. Go ahead. We can still hear you.
There you go. My Wi-Fi, my data, and all that stuff is crazy. But anyway, I started at the heaviest and the oldest guy, and I was a little concerned. My biggest concern was I didn't want to lose a lot of muscle. And after about the 3rd day, I sent Joel a private message, and I said, thank you for not laughing at me hysterically when I said that, because now when I look at my shoulders, and we'll be posting some pictures here soon, my shoulders, I think, are now actually bigger, and I haven't lost anything in my chest, but I have lost in my waist and my hips and a little bit in my thighs. To date, I jumped on the scales this afternoon just so I can have an accurate number to tell you. I've lost exactly 29.2 pounds in, I think Clarence and Mandy said 56 days. We got 60 days coming. And I actually made some notes I was going to tell you guys about, and they hit most of the stuff. So just know that it's definitely modifiable. Like a lot of people said, that what's different between this and combat, there's a lot of difference. I think Joel actually said on this call not too long ago that they actually reverse engineered it. If you're looking for a program where you need to stay on the beat and you're actually going with the beat of the music, this is not the program. This is more like going into a gym and doing a kickboxing class where you're on your own. You're kind of going at your own pace, but there is a little bit of music in the background, but you're not trying to stay on a beat and keep up with everybody. Now I'm actually in a lot of moves going faster than they are. And one of the things I told some people is, you know, they're staying the same on the DVD, but I get to go faster. I'm actually blowing them away on some things. Now, I'm still, like Mandy said, I'm still modifying a lot of things, especially on some of the floor work, some of the core work on the floor. But it's getting better. Every day is getting a lot stronger. The nutrition plan, and I'm going to check one more time, Robert, because I got a blank screen. You're still there, right?
You're good. You're good.
Okay, good. I see you now. All right, good. The nutrition plan kind of scared me a little bit because of what Mandy said. It changes a little bit. You get to add a fruit, you get to add a fat. But I remember you talked about going on the trip and everything. I remember telling people I don't practice muscle confusion. I practice stomach confusion because I never can stay on track. I'm an emotional eater. It's nighttime. That's a great time to eat. My mom battled Alzheimer's and dementia, which you know about. We talked a lot about that. And I just let things slip away from me. So I gained up to 284.6, and denial ain't just a river in Egypt, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at my before pictures again, and, you know, I told people that maybe Carl or John or whoever saw me at Summit and said it's time for intervention. This was my program. So the nutrition program scared me at first, but then like Mandy said, it's kind of interesting because it keeps you on track and it keeps your stomach guessing. You get to add things then when the workouts get tougher, and then you taper it back off, and it's based on your weight, it's based on your calorie consumption, and it's really easy to follow once you get a handle on it. She says she's still tracking it, and I still got it. You know, we did that for a while, but it gets to be really, really simple. So that was very easy for me. I was looking down through here today, you know, like there's some plyo stuff that's easily modifiable, and Jericho will even say, if you're not getting your heels off the floor, that's fine. Just stay on your toes. Jeremy Schuhart actually posted some pictures today of his calves, how much bigger his calves are now. There is some plyo, there is some jumping, but you don't have to do that. Everything's modifiable. And then even when you're doing like push-ups or the different modifiable push-ups, then you can follow Jessica, and Jessica's gotten some incredible results because she's been posting in our group too. I was just looking down here, and then they already hit it. I used to tell people when we first got started, is if you can stand up, you can do this program. But we've actually had a lady, like she said, fibromyalgia, some spinal stuff, some knee stuff. And we actually had a girl post some videos where she started doing the program in a wheelchair. And then she finally posted and said, this is my first sequence standing up just the other day. So even if you're in a wheelchair, you can do core to force. It's definitely doable for everybody. I was going to see what I wrote back here. I already talked about losing muscle. And Mandy and Clarence, pretty much hit everything. I was going to talk about the nutrition line, the supplements. Dennis Fay did a video for us in the group, and we were asking specifically about the supplements. I use them all. I use Energize, I use Hydrate, I use the Recovery, and then I use the Recharge at night. And one of the things that he said is basically he said if you're going to do more than 30 minutes, go ahead and use the Energize and Hydrate. If you can't open the container without a good bit of effort, then maybe you don't need the Recover, the after workout. But if you're having trouble getting the jar open, go ahead and take it if you feel like you need it. And then the same thing for the Recharge at night. If you feel like you've really busted your muscles and you've earned it, if you've earned your supplements, if you've earned your nutrition pack, take it. And of course, I want to earn it because I like the chocolate after workout drink. That stuff is awesome. Just stir it up and drink it, right? But you've got to earn it. And that's one of the things that they talk about. They talked about the fight. They talk about the rounds. You do 3-minute rounds, and then after a minute, you do a spike, and then you do another minute, and you do another spike. And then there are hard days, and then there are what I call easy days. They're not easy, but they don't have them back to back. But then even on the easy days, you have hard moves, and on the hard days, you have easy moves. So they're not killing you the entire time. They do give you a chance for your heart rate to recover a little bit, and then you spike again. And I was actually surprisingly sore. I couldn't believe it. I was doing Body Beast and all that, and thought I was working out hard, but my shoulders, my core, down through my thighs and my butt, and even doing some Les Mills pump during that time before going into this, I was surprisingly sore, but I wasn't so sore that I couldn't get up and function. So I don't know if that helps you any or not, but I'm fired up. My goal was 40 pounds in 90 days, and I think I'm going to hit it because I'm right at 30 now.
Awesome, brother. No, that's perfect, and I appreciate it. I mean, you definitely went deep into a lot of the questions that I already had, as far as how it all kind of feeds in and ebbs and flows and everything. But man, let me just tell you, because I've known you for a long time, and you and I are a lot alike in a lot of different areas, and I just say, man, I'm proud of you for getting in on this and taking it by the horns and not making any excuses and getting in and doing it. Man, I can't wait to see your results, because man, if you've already lost 30 pounds in 60 days, dude, I mean, you're going to blow past that 40 pounds, no problem. So that's awesome.
Well, here's what we've got to do, Robert. I know you're going to hit on this. This is the first time I've ever been this dialed in on my nutrition for 60 days. And you and I talked about it a little bit, and part of it's, it's a new program, but part of it's because of the support we have in this test group. We've got to get, and I know y'all are going to hit on this, we've got to get people understanding that you're not in a test group. You don't have all the corporate lights from camera focusing in on you, and you're not doing necessarily the homework that they're having to do with the pictures and everything. But people are watching us every single day, right? So, if I can stay dialed in on this for 60 days, anybody can stay dialed in on this for 60 days.
There you go.
It's very cool. Thank you.
There you go. There's your selling point right there. If Jay Floyd can do it, dadgummit, so can you.
Absolutely. Fact.
Well, hey, listen, brother, I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for being with us tonight, man. And just thank you for your authenticity and for talking about this and going into it. And I can't wait till we get to the point where you can actually share even more about the test group or about this program and what some of the things that you really use to get you through, other than the supplements, but because just like me, it's a constant struggle. That's why it's called working out, right? So it just being able to stay with it, being able to keep with it, being able to follow, committing to it and following through, I think is the most important part. So, man, after 90 days, I want to have you back on this call, and I want you to be able to show people how well you've done. And man, I'm proud of you. I appreciate you being here, brother. And thanks again. And man, keep it up, man. 10 more pounds.
We're going to be sharing some pictures coming up. 60-day pictures will be taken, and then we'll be sharing them like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I don't want to do it because of my before pictures, but I'm excited to see the difference because it's been tremendous seeing the pictures coming out of the group. Y'all are going to be fired up.
Very good, man. Look forward to seeing them, man. Make sure you post them in Elite Stronghold.
I will do it.
All right, brother. All right. Well, hey, guys, I mean, those are the types of things that you need to commit to memory. You need to commit to memory the stories of Clarence and Mandy and the things that they went through and the things that excited them because they were able to work out as a couple. Because you're going to be working with women who would love to be able to work out with their husbands, or husbands who want to work out with their wives, and a boyfriend, girlfriend, things like that, and wondering how they can do it, how they can, because I know there's been times when I've been doing P90X or Body Beast or whatever, and Melissa just wasn't into that and didn't want to work out with me, or she's doing Turbo Fire or whatever she was doing at the time, and I didn't want to really do that. But this is something that couples can do together. And I think, like I said, Mandy and Clarence show that, and I've definitely use that stories of Jay talking about, he was 280 plus pounds and the emotional eating, which I definitely can identify with, and some of the things that he went through, and how this has allowed him to get back on track and in just 60 days already lose 30 pounds. And I truly believe we're going to be looking at a 50-pound loss by the end of it all, and being able to do that in 90 days with body-weighted exercises. But as he said, talking about the nutrition plan and everything like that. So commit those stories to memory, because, guys, there's not really any stories for this program yet. But again, that's what people are going to identify with. They're not going to identify with containers. They're not going to identify even with Joel and Jericho. They're going to identify with people like Jay, with people like Mandy, and people like Clarence. And so make sure you're sharing that information. Now, what you've been waiting for, and I hope you brought your pen and paper, but now we have Melissa is going to join us here in just a second, and she is going to be able to give you a step-by-step plan for how to get this launch underway and how to launch Core to Force. Guys, here's the deal, and I just wanted to share this real quick with you and how important it is that you plan this out. So today, I got to take ownership of a brand new toy. Was extremely excited about it. I got a tractor, okay? 68 horsepower cab, got air conditioner, got a radio, I got a bush hog behind it, I got a loader on the front. I got me a tractor. I'm stoked about that. Now, as I was sitting there and I'm cutting grass in my tractor at some property that we have, I look over and I see this ginormous machine with the tilling discs behind it. And what they're doing is they're tilling the field and preparing the field. Well, I mean, why are they doing that? Why are they working in the dirt right now? I mean, harvest season's really not until spring. Why are they doing this work right now? Because, I mean, that's really when the money's made, right? Is in the spring when the stuff's out of the ground. So why are they doing this right now when we know that winter time is right around the corner? Guys, because they have to prepare. They have to do all that work now. They have to prepare the soil now so that when they plant the seeds, that the harvest can come up in the spring. Guys, that's what you're going to do now. You're going to learn how to plant. You're going to be putting your discs and your tilling in the soil. You're going to be preparing that soil now so that when it comes time for seeds, for Core to Force, or anything else that we do for those seeds, you can start planting those seeds. So when it does launch, you can harvest at that time. So make sure you take this seriously, because, guys, the fourth quarter in our business, whether it be in the fitness business or network marketing in general, is when you typically see a little bit of a downward turn. This is your opportunity, because people at Beachbody are not dummies. They're going to put something out there where you can take advantage of it. It can generate volume, generate excitement, generate business, and you can do that in your business too. Okay? Have the opportunity that in Q4 you can have your best months ever, and then it takes it right on into Q1 where that's our harvest season. So anyway, guys, make sure you take notes. Make sure you get prepared. I want to introduce you to someone, of course, who needs no introduction, someone whom I'm really excited about this, and I can't wait to sit here and learn from her as well. And, she's an elite coach. She is, of course, a founding coach. She, in her own right, forget about me. She doesn't need me. She is in the Million Club herself. She won the humanitarian award, but more than that, she is the beautiful mother of my children and someone whom I look at and love learning from as well. Let me introduce to you none other than my lovely wife, Melissa Hudgens.
Oh my gosh, everybody knows me, but you're so nice. Thank you. Okay, so I had to laugh, Robert, if you're wondering why we're laughing, because everybody says I need to be singing, "She thinks my tractor's sexy." Although, you know, I can't sing, but yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be singing. And I do think your tractor's sexy. It's Big Blue, by the way. It's Big Blue is that tractor. All right, Robert, you set this up perfectly, and I am excited to talk to you guys. Literally a step-by-step launch, and I wish I could take all the credit for this, that I did all this homework, and I came up with this amazing plan, but I can't. I would be lying if I did. Melanie Mitro went on our leadership wall last week. Yeah, today's Monday. Last week, and she laid it out, and I thought, wow, like that is awesome. And I took copious notes, and I thought I've got to pass this on to my team. This is exactly how we all need to launch Quarter Force. And so I literally scripted her video, and I'm going to share that with you tonight, and with my own few twists and turns. So if you saw that video, this is going to sound familiar to you, and many of you didn't. So that's why I want you to have those pad and papers ready. 1 second. Can you turn down just a little bit in there, Robert? We're actually in 2 separate rooms, so I can hear a little bit echo. But so here's the scoop, right? Quarter Force releases on October 31st. And I don't know about you, but that should ring a bell. Ding, ding, ding. What is that day? It's a big holiday, right? Some people celebrate it, some people don't. It's Halloween. If you're a parent, a mom or a dad, with kids in high school or younger, that day is just whacked out crazy. It's costumes to school, it's cupcakes to school, it's getting your door ready to spook people. It's just all out of control. No one's going to be ordering Quarter Force that day. And I don't want to say no one, because there will be people obviously that order, but you cannot bank on getting your Success Clubs on your Success Club points on the 31st. You can't hold back and wait for that, because it probably isn't going to happen. That's a crazy day here in America, right? So here's what I want you to do. This week, you finalize those 5 or 10 Success Club points. You follow up with everybody you know. We have a great challenge pack specials. We have everything's on sale, right? Just like it was the last month and just like it was a month before. You have 21-day fix at $140, 21-day fix extreme, Country Heat still on sale, Size is on sale. All of those amazing workout programs that's where you need to focus right now for this week, okay? You need to hit your Success Club this week. Put it in the bag. So then you can focus your launch on Quarter Force. What may happen if you don't get those Success Club points in and you start promoting Quarter Force right away, they're going to hold off, right? Your friends are going to hold off, and they're like, well, I want to wait. I want to wait and get that program. Well, then you won't hit Success Club this month, right? So focus on it this week. Make it your goal by Friday. Boom, in the bag, and now you're ready to launch Quarter Force, right? So let's talk about that. What does this launch packet look like? Well, first, I want you to go back and I want you to listen to the call that we had with Joel Freeman, and it was Rob Gross had him on the call, and Joel talked about in depth what this program's about, who it's for, went in depth on the nutrition plan, talked about the modifier. Go back and watch that. Really learn about this program, because you don't have it yet, right? So the only way to learn about it is to go back and learn from the trainers or those in the test group, just like you heard tonight. So I want you to do that. And then if you're a blogger, you need to write your blog. You need to write that blog as if you need to think, what does your customer want to hear? What do they want to know? And you want to bullet point that. And I have some notes here because I told you I practically transcribed her video. You want to know, you want to write out there, how does this benefit me, right? How does this workout benefit me? How am I supposed to handle the nutrition plan? Is it hard? Is it easy? How long are these workouts? And you want to you want to blog about that. You want to talk about what the results people are having with this. How much, weight and what kind of results are they getting within the first week, within the first 30 days. You want to blog about that. And if you don't blog, well, don't start now. Like, let's just focus on this launch. And so I want you to be posting about it. You don't have to blog. If you don't have a website, it's no big deal. And you actually have a blogging area on your Team Beachbody site. There's an area where you can blog right there, and then you can grab that link and send it out to people. So that's number one, what I want you to do. And I want you to include a video even. Do a video about how excited you are about the Core de Force. Then I want you to set up an event. If you've never set up an event page, I'm not going to just tell you exactly how to do it. I've done videos on that. You can Google it. You can YouTube how to set up a Facebook event. I want you to set up a Facebook event. I want you to get a super cool cover photo. I want you to start inviting people to your Core de Force event page. Next Monday, write it down, put an alarm on your calendar. Next Monday, October 24th, is the next sneak peek for Core de Force. You will be videotaping yourself doing parts of this workout. Why? Because you're going to use that to post on that event page, to post on your like page, to post on your profile page. You need those video clips. People want to see what this is about. So you're going to show them. You're going to talk to them. Maybe you even do part of it live. Live video is awesome, you guys. So that's important. Now, you've blogged, you've set your event page up, and you've posted about the sneak peek. Post it. Let people know that the sneak peek is going on. Put your link in that event, how they can go to it, and they can do it themselves. They can get a little snippet of what this whole 30-day program is about. Now, I also want you, within that sneak peek, you're going to have Jay's before and after for 60 days. You're going to have Mandy and Dorsey's, and there are other before and afters out there. You can just Google Core de Force and grab some of those, and you're going to post those in your event page. You want to keep that page active, posting 2 times a day so that people are getting excited. Now, you can grab things off of Joel Freeman's Facebook page. Team Beachbody 411 will be constantly posting about, 10 days left, 9 days. They always do a countdown. Don't share Team Beachbody 411's. Don't click the share button. I want you to screen capture or download that picture and you load it up yourself, okay? I want these to be loaded pictures that you've done yourself. I'm on page 2. During that time, you're inviting people. I want you to collect their emails. I want you to be messaging them, showing them how they can connect to you with the free Team Beachbody account. And before, you have a week and a half. I didn't count the days, but if you launch your event on the 23rd, it's the 31st. So you have 8 days in there, 7, 8, yeah. To have people connect to you on a free Beachbody account. They can start doing other workouts and getting used to the BOD while they're in there. You can kind of direct them to combat. I think that's loaded in there. Or just some of the others that are on there while they're prepping for the Core de Force. Now, once that product launches on the 31st, you're going to be going in there first thing, and you're going to be talking about how you've ordered this product, how excited you are to get it. And I want you to kind of, if there's a few other coaches within your event, although I wouldn't recommend a lot of coaches, but have a couple of the people go, I've ordered mine too. So you start to build excitement. Maybe your husband pops on there, goes, I can't wait to do this. Maybe your best friend comes in there, oh my gosh, I just ordered mine. And you're going to build that excitement. You're even going to do a live video about it. And you're going to talk about how you can't wait to get it going. Now again, it's the 31st. So you may be there's not that many people, and you may be refreshing your Beachbody, back office, hoping to see all these orders pop in, and they're not. And I don't want you to get frustrated, guys, because again, it's the holiday, right? It's that crazy, spooky holiday. But I do want you to go in on that page, and whether you do a video, whether you do a post, step by step on how they can order from you and why they should order from you and the extra bonuses they get and the free shipping and the benefit of Shakeology and how that plays into the nutrition plan. Lay it out. And for the whole week before that, I want you to be talking about the importance of the nutrition plan. So then it kicks off, right? Now, those people who have one to order, you've moved them off the event page into a group. Now you have a core to force group, all right? And these are the people who are like, yes, I want this product. Let's get going. Now, you may be thinking about this and being like, I did this with Country Heat, and I didn't get as much, as many orders as I thought I would when I did this launch. But then if you think about it, how many orders did you get after you started Country Heat or after you started 21 Day Fix or any of those other workouts that came out, 21 Day Fix Extreme? People are still watching you. They're not completely sold on it, right? So that first week you get it. You may be in that group. You do a live box unveiling, showing everybody what's in the box. And you start videoing yourself doing different workouts. You can start doing like a video journal. How are you liking it? What are you challenged with? Are you in the corner sucking your thumb like Clarence was on day 2? Like, share that stuff. Get them going, this is like really cool. Like, I think I want this. And then you have another order that comes in that first week of November. And then another one, you help somebody order. And over time, when they're watching you, you have people ordering. And yes, you have, let's just say you have 2 or 3 that kick off in that November 1st time frame. And obviously it takes time to get there. Maybe you kick it off on, it's the 31st is a Monday, so that would maybe be like the 8th of November. I don't have my calendar, 8th or 9th. And that's gonna run you through Thanksgiving, right? This is the holiday season. It's the hardest time of the year. That's why you have to really launch this up. So you have 3 or 4 people, and here's where I would suggest pulling coaches in. On the event page, don't, because you're going to be sharing your link on there on how to order. You want people to focus on you. But then you grab your coaches, you grab your team, and you make one big core to force group so that when people are in there shooting videos and doing sweaty pics, it's exciting in there, and there's lots of action, and people are wanting to keep going and keep going. And then what's super cool about this is that first 30 days takes you to after Thanksgiving. And while you're doing this and you're launching, you continue this launch, you continue this excitement, you can start another challenge group that kicks off right after Thanksgiving, takes you through Christmas. Now you're into our 2 hardest months of the year. That's why it's so important to plan this out, guys. A lot of people want to sit back and say, I've worked hard all year, I just need to chill. No one's going to be ordering. It's the holiday season. You know what? Don't send out that negative energy. Don't say that stuff, because that is not true. People are always looking to better themselves. People always want to lose weight. It's the holidays. They're going to be seeing more people and more family than they have all year long. They don't want to have that muffin top and that hangover belly for all those pictures that are taken. If you can tell them and entice them that this is an amazing product. Jay lost 30 pounds in 30 days. The weight's falling off of clearance. Mandy looked fantastic. I mean, what more do you need, right? You guys, one of the things, I'm gonna take a drink. One of the things that hit me that Melanie said was, if your business is, I'm just thinking of a lot of stuff going on. Think back to what you did 3 to 6 months ago. What were you doing 3-4 months ago? Were you pushing really hard for Country Heat? Were you kind of sitting back going, I don't like country music, that's not my thing? Well, you know what? That's being reflected now in your business. What we do now you see that in your business 3 to 4 months from now. That's why it's so important to really focus on this launch during October, November, December, because then you have set yourself out to catapult your beginning of the year. If you sit back and you wait and you don't do anything, you think this is going to be a great workout for those who want to get in shape for 2017, you will lose momentum and you won't see that results in your business that you're hoping for at the beginning of the year. I know, because I did it last year. I thought, you know what? I just need a little bit of a break. I'm just going to sit back a little bit and I'm going to go hard in January. Well, guess what? Like, people already decided what they were going to do with either other people, other programs, or a gym. And I wasn't posting that much, and they went somewhere else. Well, this year, I am rocking this. And matter of fact, to help you even more, I will be posting graphics that you can use on both my Fabulous Force team page and the Elite Stronghold page for you to use. I plan to do 20 or more graphics, different types, some targeted to women, some targeted to men, some for couples, so that you can take advantage of it. I know creating graphics is a pain, and I know it takes time, and I don't want you spending time there. I want you spending time inviting people, talking to people about this, doing live videos. That's where your time needs to be spent, not spent doing graphics. So I'll get those done for you. Now, hopefully you've been writing this out. When you have people in your event, if you're not friends with them, you send them a friend request so that you can private message them, okay? You private message them. And then you invite them to your group page. But to really be in their group page, they need to have committed to ordering Core de Force when it's released or had already ordered it. Now, I hope you understand that between an event and a group. Let's talk about that real quick. An event, put it public. Don't put it private. Keep your event public so everybody sees it. It's basically almost like another mini page where it will show up on people's news feeds and they can join. You can boost an event. What does that mean? It means you put $5, $10 to it, and Facebook will run your event. They will push it out to more people for as long as you set it. You can set it for 7 days, whatever you want to set it for. You can just put $5, $10 to you. Don't anything crazy. More people will see it. Then you are friending anybody who's interested or going to your event. Okay, then you send them a message. Thank you so much for the excitement of Core de Force. I cannot wait for this program to come out. Did you see some of the before and afters? Like, oh my gosh. And you ask a question. Are you looking to create some results? What are you most excited about on this program? Ask questions. Create that relationship. It will take some work during those 7 days of creating that event and building up steam in there. One should be private messaging those people, building trust. Then, sorry, get so excited. Then you create that group. And remember, I said a group is where you can add your team to it. And I want them to add their coaches to it so that you have 30 people doing Core de Force and the excitement is there and people keep going. Because when that is a bigger group, that accountability is stronger. People feel more attached, more like-minded people are in that group, sharing recipes, posting pictures, things like that. And you keep that going. And if you want, then the next challenge group that you start, beginning of December, you add them to that same group. Because those people can see all these others first 30 days and they're like, oh my gosh, look what can happen if I do this for 30 days through Christmas. And that excitement just keeps building and building. Okay, here's the deal. I don't want you to talk to people about unlocking the Core de Force in their BOD, okay? Because you know how you invited them as a customer. They have a 30 days free trial to the Beachbody On Demand. For like $30 or something, they can unlock Core de Force. But then you don't have them in a challenge pack. They don't have Shakeology, which is what they need to get the best results. I guarantee you, all 3 of the people that you heard talk tonight are drinking Shakeology every single day. And you are not making that commission that you have. The BOD should be a supplement to a challenge pack. It's great. You then show them within the group, you talk about the BOD after they purchase their challenge pack, and you talk to them about how there's the 21-day fixed cooking show, because a lot of the recipes can be used for Core de Force. And Autumn has that brand new cooking show out there. You can direct people there. You can talk about how great it is that they can download their workouts if they plan to travel during Thanksgiving or Christmas. They can do them outside if there's somewhere really cool and they want to do their workouts outside. You can talk about that, but talk about it as a supplement and not as a primary purchase. It's important that we get out there in front and we lead this launch. You need to get out there in front and lead it for your team of 1, team of 5. I don't know how many coaches you have, but if you have 1, then you have a team. And I want you to talk to them. I want you to bring them in onto this launch. They're probably not on this call, so I want you to explain it to them. I want you to tell them, hey, this is what we're going to do, and I want you to be a part of it. And I want you to include them in your group, and I want you to show them how to do an event. And I'll put a cover photo up for you. I already have one created. I have a few graphics created. I've already started that process for you. And that takes me through. You guys, it's so important to understand. If you're feeling a lull in your business right now, I get it. Robert and I are too. And we're ready to charge this back up. We have decided we're not going to sit back until December 31st and then launch this back out. We're going to launch it now. And after talking to Mandy and Clarence today, I'm so fired up, you guys. Robert and I talked over the weekend, and we are committing to doing a couples Core de Force. We're excited about it. We love working out together. It brings us closer together. We push each other. We have fun with it. We laugh. We cry a little bit. I cry, I think. And it's something that we're going to be doing together. And I don't know, your spouse doesn't have to be a coach. They don't have to be talking about Core de Force, but they sure as heck can be working out with you if you want them to and if they want to. And start shooting pictures. That's attractive to people, to see a husband and wife working out together. It doesn't have to be perfect. I remember seeing Mandy, like, literally Clarence is on the floor. I saw that one. I see Clarence like face down like this. It doesn't matter what they're doing. Their back can be turned. It's the fact that you can see sweat running down their back and you know that they worked out together, you guys. Post pictures of your workouts. Post snippet videos. Don't let that go by. Don't be like, oh, I forgot to take a picture. It should be top on your list. Take that picture, you guys. People are watching. You're creating trust. You're creating excitement. Gosh, I just feel like I do. And I feel like I laid it out there for you. I really don't know much more how I could have laid it out there for you. Melanie gave great notes. I took that down, and you guys, if you follow this launch, if you blog or post about, if you set up an event page after you've hit Success Club, it's so important to focus and get those points in. Don't wait. Then you set that event up. Then you set your group up. But before that, you're doing that sneak peek next Monday. You're videotaping yourself. All of what I said, you will have a successful launch. You will take advantage of Core de Force. I don't know about you, but did you take advantage of, 21 Day Fix came out, probably half the people on here, it was already out by the time you guys became coaches. Hammer and Chisel. Did you order Hammer and Chisel when it first came out, and did you do it? Have you ever noticed that whatever program you commit to, maybe you just decided to commit to P90X, it's been out for 11, 12 years, but you are like, I'm going to commit to this, and you're talking about it. Have you ever noticed you sell more programs of the one that you're currently doing than any other program in the library of Beachbody? Whenever you're committed to that and you're excited, people feel it, and that's what they want. Just like Robert said earlier, you don't have to fact them to death and tell them all about the nutrition plan and all of this. They want to know. Jay is 51 years old and lost 30 pounds in 30 days. Mandy and Clarence look phenomenal. They want to know these stories. That's what's going to rock them. That's what's going to make them want to do this workout program. All right, you guys, thank you for staying with us for an hour. It's exactly an hour right now. I know everyone's got to get kids to bed or go to bed or wake up early tomorrow, so I thank you so much for tuning in to me. This is recorded, so we will be posting this either later tonight or tomorrow morning. But you guys, I hope you're excited about this program as much as Robert and I are, and we hope that you have a very successful launch. If you have any questions, you can find us over there on the Elite Stronghold page, but I want you to tag us so we see it. All right, you guys, thank you for staying with me, and I hope you took lots of notes, and we'll see you next week. God bless you guys.